Isabella Minessi performing the national anthem tonight here at Dodger Stadium. The national anthem sponsored by Patriot Pavement Maintenance, simplifying pavement maintenance for industrial, commercial, and educational clients. As we approach the top of the hour, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams on the Spiegel and Holmes Show. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, an Odyssey sports station.
Cubs-Dodgers here in Los Angeles, the opener of a 3-game set. Time to see who we're banking on. Sponsored by Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. And I'm banking on Nico Horner, who's batting .326 this season in 11 games, 6 stolen bases, 7 runs scored. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Veteran left-hander Matthew Boyd going for the Cubs. 1-0 after 2 starts this season. He is not allowed an earned run in 11 innings of work. Right-hander Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going for L.A. 1-1 with a 1.69 ERA. A week ago, he lost in Philadelphia, but gave up just an unearned run on 3 hits in 6 innings. In the season opener in Tokyo, Yamamoto beat the Cubs 1 run on 3 hits in 5 innings of work. Let's go around baseball. Sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great. Finals on the board. The Guardians, a 7-0 drubbing of the Royals. Gabriel Arias with a 3-run home run, his second of the year. The Reds beat the Pirates 5-3. Former Cub Jeimer Candelario with a 2-run home run. Rays double up the Braves 6-3. Blue Jays and Orioles rained out in Baltimore. Here in Los Angeles, it's time for baseball. Cubs, Dodgers, packed, run. Next on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for great Cubs guests all season long on the score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
Mazda?
Once you discover the Mazda CX-50,
Mazda.
it doesn't take long to get it. With an available turbo engine and off-road drive mode, it's a crossover SUV rugged enough to go well past your expectations. It will have you saying,
Mazda.
The Mazda CX-50. It's made to move you.
Every Mazda SUV offers you an elevated driving experience and refined performance. Discover it at Mazda of Crystal Lake.
With Chewy, everything you need for your pet is right at your fingertips. Like the coziest beds, all the food they love, and pretty much anything else you can think of. Get it all delivered fast right to your door. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof, while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
And now, Odyssey and 670 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, it's Justin Steele.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A perfect 1-2-3 inning for Justin Steele.
Hey, it's Nico Horner.
Diving backhand stop by Horner, throws to first to get it. Sensational play.
Hey, it's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle drives one in the air to right field. That ball is gone. It's a 3-run homer. This is what you came here for. You got the
Cubs game on the score. Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Benny's Beverage Depot, Nissan, Benjamin Moore, Hefty Trash Bags, Arturo Tire, James Hardy Building Products, Sea Glass Wine, Volvo, Sloan, Xfinity, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from Dodger Stadium in Southern California. It's game one of a three-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Good evening, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. Zach Zaidman working alongside. We all thank you for joining us, and thanks for staying up late back in the Midwest. Beautiful night for a ball game, 74 degrees. A huge crowd is on hand. It's the Cubs and the Dodgers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups after we tell you that the starting pitchers are Matthew Boyd, a left-hander going for the Cubs. He has pitched 2 good ball games so far. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, a right-hander, starting for the Dodgers. Let's get to the starting lineup, sponsored by Verizon, the most reliable 5G in Chicago. Leading off for the Cubs tonight in left field is Ian Happ. Kyle Tucker in right. Seiya Suzuki, the designated hitter. Batting fourth and playing first base, Michael Busch. Dansby Swanson at short. The number 6 hitter at second base is Nico Horner. Pete Crow Armstrong, a Southern California native. He is batting 7th in center. Matt Shaw at third base, and batting 9th and catching, Miguel Amaya. Those are the Cubs starting 9. Here are the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani leads off as the designated hitter. Mookie Betts at shortstop. Teoscar Hernandez bats third and plays right field. Freddie Freeman at first base. Freeman, the Dodgers cleanup man. Tommy Edman, the former Cardinal Edman, batting 5th and playing second base. Will Smith catching. Michael Conforto batting 7th in left field. Andy Pages is the center fielder. And batting 9th and doing the work over at third base, Miguel Rojas. So there you have the lineups. The umpires have arrived. DJ Rayburn is going to call balls and strikes tonight. John Libka working at first. Sean Barber will make the decisions down at second base. And James Hoy is the third base umpire.
For tonight's game, calling balls and strikes. Number 17, DJ Rayburn.
Cubs occupy the first base dugout. The Dodgers over on the third. The field is in perfect condition, and we're going to take a timeout and be back to get this ball game underway. Huge crowd, beautiful night, couple of good teams. Cubs and Dodgers are next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for great Cubs guests all season long on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
At the UPS Store, we help you step up your shred game because we're here to help you be unstoppable. That's why we partner with a leader in document destruction. So rest assured, your documents are handled with the utmost care and your private info stays private. So say goodbye to paper piles and hello to secure shredding. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. Shredding services and bins are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Kelly's Market introduces Kelly's Delivery and Curbside Pickup. Now you can shop from home at kellysmarket.com. Our Kelly's Delivery team is ready to deliver the essentials right to your front door. Try Witch Witch's new breakfast menu with a fresh coffee from Pachugo and enjoy all your favorite convenience items from Kelly's Market without leaving the comfort of your home. Out and about? Visit kellysmarket.com. Choose Pickup and we'll bring your order right to your car. It all starts at kellysmarket.com or vroomdelivery.com/Kellys.
It's game time. Time to crack open a Yingling. After 196 years, the wait is over. Yingling is finally available in Illinois. Look for it at your favorite bar or store. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And Patrick, the one thing I think we absolutely agree on coming to Los Angeles, it's always exciting when you come to Dodger Stadium.
Huge crowd, Ron. They're expecting over 50,000. So right away, that'll get anybody motivated. Fans, ball players, broadcasters, anybody. The field is in great shape. Both teams are playing well. The Dodgers and the Padres, the only teams with 10 wins on the young season. The Cubs with a win tonight can join that and make it a threesome as they are 9-6. But I remember many times what my former partner Ron Santo used to say when he would come here. Because in those days, the celebrities were people like Frank Sinatra, Mary Tyler Moore, Dean Martin. And he would say, when you were here facing Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale and looking at all the celebrities and a full house, you knew you were in the big leagues.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I as you know, I love playing in Chicago, New York, but playing here in Los Angeles is something special also. This venue is definitely a special place, Dodger Stadium, and I'm looking forward to a very good 3-game series against the Dodgers.
Let's see if the Cubs can get started right away in this first inning. Ian Happ leads it off. Ian hitting .203 with a homer and 8 runs batted in. And the pitch by Yamamoto, swinging a foul back, and we're underway. Cubs leadoff man is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Ian Happ gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Splitter swung on and missed. Happ will be followed by Kyle Tucker and Seiya Suzuki. We saw Yoshinobu Yamamoto on opening night from Tokyo. Here's the next pitch just outside. Ron, what's the plan against the former Japanese star Yoshinobu Yamamoto?
Well, I think, first of all, you want to be aggressive early in your at-bat. If you get a good fastball to hit, I would be on it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Might have been the splitter. It came in and dove down low. You'll see a lot of strikeouts on that exact pitch.
Well, that's the very thing. You know, his fastball is good. It's a four-seamer. But he can throw it in the middle of the plate, and you can get some fastballs to hit. The thing you don't want to do is get to that 0-2, 1-2 count where now you've got to cover his high fastball and the split finger. Very difficult. Happ missed the first fastball, fouled it off, and then got 2 splits.
Here's Kyle Tucker taking a breaking ball that floats in there for a strike. Yoshinobu with a win and a loss. His ERA a very impressive 1.69. Tucker hitting a strong .322. Takes outside for a ball. Tucker has been on base at least once in 14 consecutive games. Tied with Jackson Chourio, the young Milwaukee Brewers star, for the National League lead in extra base knocks and RBIs. Here's the 1-1. Tucker takes outside. Kyle already with 11 extra base hits, and he's driven in 16, which is not a bad total after 15 games.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't mind keeping that pace up for the season.
No score, just underway. The 2-1. Swinging a bouncer foul past first. Game time temperature a delightful 74 degrees. Clear skies overhead. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a little bouncer foul. Another splitter.
One thing about Yamamoto, he's going to throw in the mid to high, that 96, 95 range with that fastball. Could dial it up even a little more from there on occasion. But the split finger, very hard split finger. It's 91, can actually top out at 93 with the split. Now, it's not going to get the same movement if he's throwing it that hard, but it almost looks like a BP fastball when he's throwing it at 93 miles an hour.
The windup by the right-hander and the 2-2. Tucker gets jammed, takes inside, 3-2. Cubs in their traveling uniforms, the dark blue shirts with the red numbers on their backs, the gray trousers, dark blue hats and helmets, dark blue socks, and a variety of shoe colors. Now the payoff pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. No argument from Tucker. Yamamoto begins his night by striking out the first 2 Cubs, and the batter is Seiya Suzuki.
Number 27, Seiya Suzuki.
That's, what you fight. Now, that last pitch is a fastball, outside corner at the knees, and Tucker, in the back of his mind, was thinking split finger.
Seiya hitting 300. A couple of former Japanese stars facing each other here. Suzuki averaging an RBI per game, 15. He's hit 4 home runs. And the 1-0. Off speed down low. There are always some Cub fans in attendance here at Dodger Stadium, but it's hard to differentiate between Dodger blue and Cubby blue. But you can tell when something good happens for the Cubs. There are certainly some Cub fans in attendance. Always are. Outside ball 3-0. Dodgers in their home whites. Bright white shirts and trousers. Blue hats, sleeves, numbers, and socks. 3-0 to Suzuki, taken for a strike. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. And the 3-1 from Yamamoto. A swing and a broken bat fly ball to right. Playable for Hernandez, and the Cubs go quietly. 1-2-3. After a half, 0-0 game, Dodgers coming up on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Help Blue Buffalo and Best Friends Animal Society find forever homes for shelter pets. When you buy select bags of Blue Tastefuls, Blue Life Protection Formula, and Blue Nudges dog treats from Walmart, Blue Buffalo will make a donation to Best Friends. Purchase Blue Buffalo at Walmart today. Blue Buffalo will donate 50 cents up to $550,000 to Best Friends Animal Society for every 5-pound bag of Blue Tastefuls dry cat food or Blue Life Protection Formula dry dog food, and for every 16-ounce bag of Nudges dog treats purchased at Walmart from April 1st to May 25th, 2025.
Shohei Ohtani, already something of a legendary figure here in Southern California. First man ever to steal 50 bags and hit 50 homers in a season, which he achieved a year ago. Left-handed batter hits the first pitch on the ground. Nice stop by Bush. A sliding stop beyond the bag in fair territory at first, and he runs over and steps on the bag. Good play by Michael Bush. As a defensive player, it's always kind of a surprise, but you don't mind being involved in the play. It immediately loosens you up, Ron.
instantly you're in the game. Yeah, absolutely. You make a play. You slide already. He slid to catch that ball down the line. The game is on now. Absolutely.
Got a little dirt on the uniform.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts the batter. He'll take a strike. The dimensions here at beautiful Dodger Stadium. And again, the grass and the dirt just in immaculate condition. Here comes the 0-1 from Matthew Boyd. Boyd with 2 sharp outings so far, both shutout efforts. 11 scoreless innings. Here's the windup now, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. And Betts will take off the inside corner. But down the lines, 330, 375 to the alleys, 395 to dead center. The wall is 8 feet high all the way around, except in the very corner of the field, both in left and right. It's a short 4-foot high barrier from the foul pole extending out about 40 feet, both in left field and right. Betts takes high for ball 4. It's a 1-out walk. He becomes the game's first base runner. No score, and the batter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Now, Boyd, missed a couple fastballs, that running fastball away. Just missed up and out over the plate. It'll be 93, 94 miles an hour for him. Speed Gun is always powered by Xfinity. Extreme Sports, and the best seat in the house with Xfinity. You know why? It's only live once, Pat.
I had forgotten that off day, and now it's all coming back to me.
There we go.
Sure enough.
We're ready now.
Toss to first, Betts back in. Teoscar Hernandez hitting .283. But one thing you see here that you don't see in most big league parks, ground rule doubles down the lines in the corners. Quite a few, actually.
Yeah.
With that 4-foot high barrier.
Well, and this playing surface is very, very fast. Always has been here at Dodger Stadium. And to your point, the warning tracks are very hard. So when the ball hits, it really gets that big kangaroo hop.
Hernandez will take low and inside from Matthew Boyd. As you think of Matthew Boyd run facing these Dodgers tonight, what's on your mind?
Getting ahead in the count and having command of that fastball. Because when he does, he's going to pitch ahead with that high-riding fastball away from the righties. And then that changeup and that slow curveball will really be effective.
There's an off-speed pitch swung on and missed.
He's been impressive so far. I know you talked about him right in the open. But he has been very impressive.
Five shutouts against Arizona on the 30th of March. Now the next pitch just outside. He tried to shoot that outside corner and just missed with a fastball.
This first inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Boyd's 6 shutout innings against San Diego in his last outing. Here's a breaking ball inside. And now the count has gone to 3-2. He's just walked a man. You don't want to walk another guy, not with Freddie Freeman on deck. So let's see what Boyd serves to Hernandez here. That's being held by Bush at first. Horner shaded over near the bag at second. So a big hole on the right side of the diamond.
Hernandez off to a really good start, as you were saying. Hitting a little under 300, but 5 home runs already and 16 driven in.
Teoscar Hernandez waiting. Matthew Boyd is set. Betts is leading at first. He's got a big lead. And the pitch. Fly ball, right center, shallow and playable. Pete Crow-Armstrong racing in, gets there to make the catch. He's chatting with Pete in the clubhouse before the game. He's very excited, Ron, to be here. He's from nearby Sherman Oaks, California, about 30 minutes away. And he put on a defensive show last September in one of those ball games when the Cubs played the Dodgers last year.
Yeah, I'm sure whenever you come to your hometown and you play, and then it's Dodger Stadium, 50,000. Oh, by the way, Freddie Freeman's hitting, and it's Freddie Freeman night here at Dodger Stadium. It's Freddie Freeman bobblehead night, and his son, Charlie, threw out the first pitch. So if you're wondering why it's extra
slipped in the shower on his surgically repaired ankle. It's his first game since the 29th of March. The pitch to Freeman, swinging a foul toward first. No score, bottom of the first. 2 down, a runner at first. Freeman with a couple of home runs. He's driven in 4 on the young season. Always a great atmosphere at Dodger Stadium. And the 0-1. Breaking ball a little bit low and outside. 1-1. Good pitch. I think you'd get quite a few swings and misses on that pitch from a lot of hitters. Boyd looking over at Betts. Now fires. Here's a looper foul off to the left out of play. 1-2 now. Ron, what's on your mind?
Well, he just threw a pretty good breaking ball. It ended up in the middle of the plate, but it kind of got Freeman to flinch a little bit with that inside hook. He might be vulnerable now to a fastball inside. That's with a big lead at first.
And now the 1-2 to Freeman. Swinging a foul back. Another good pitch. Fastball up and in. Freeman just did make a little bit of contact to stay alive. Boyd in his career, since he spent most of his career in the American League with Detroit, has not pitched that many games against the Dodgers. He has a 1-0 lifetime record against L.A. Now the 1-2 stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He did something that's not easy to do. He made Freeman take an awkward-looking swing.
That's right.
And that ends the inning. So a strikeout, a walk, a man left. After 1, no score. Cubs and Dodgers on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
Canva presents a work love story like no other. Meet Productivity. She's all business.
The Canva doc is done.
Creativity is more of a free thinker.
Whiteboard brainstorm.
They're worlds apart, but sometimes opposites attract. Thanks to Canva.
The data is in the deck.
And now it's an animated graph.
Canva, where productivity meets creativity. Now showing on computer screens everywhere. Love your work at canva.com.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
Top 2, Cubs and Dodgers are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
Michael Busch, Zach, will lead off and push a bunt foul. He saw Rojas, the third baseman, playing back and well off.
They fly in a coordinated fashion with light fixtures attached to them.
So like chandeliers?
Swinging a foul off to the right on a play.
As Pat would say, sort of.
Yeah.
Zach, that's impressive that you know about this. How many drone shows have you attended? I know I'm getting very personal in the second inning of the first game of the series.
Yeah, we've just started.
It's after an off day, too.
A ball and 2 strikes on Nico Horner. And the pitch by Yamamoto. It's down low for a ball. Yamamoto starting a big league game for the 22nd time. He made 188 starts in Japanese big league ball, so he is experienced. He's got a lot of poise. And now the 2-2 to Nico. Horner hits one foul off to the right and out of play. A year ago, Yamamoto spent a lot of time on the injured list. Made 18 starts, had a record of 7-2, but he missed almost half the season. Here's the pitch. Pulled foul toward third.
I don't know how this bat's going to turn out for Nico, but I like his approach. He's taken the fastball and tried to shoot it the other way, and he's been on the speed of the split finger, and he pulled it.
Nico trying to keep the inning alive. Spoils a good pitch by poking it foul over the screen. Another thing that comes into play at Dodger Stadium is the immense amount of foul territory space behind the catcher and
Tucker. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Canva presents your work horoscope for this week. Deadlines are in retrograde, which we all know can bring some intense energy. Our advice: fend off this forecast with Canva. Like Canva whiteboards to counter creative blocks, and Canva docs for clarity in communications. If you have any sales deals coming through, results will be in your favor with Canva presentations, manifesting many wins for you. It's a great week to love your work at canva.com.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
On Tuesday, April 22nd, the Cubs take on the Dodgers at 6:40 in the evening. The first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a reusable Earth Day tote bag presented by Hefty. Be here for it. Visit Cubs.com/tickets. Pat?
All right, Zach. Tommy Edman first up, showing some power early in the year with 5 home runs. And he takes down low from Matthew Boyd. 1 ball and 1 strike, no score. We'd like to welcome a brand new sponsor to Cubs Radio, Fitzgerald Equipment. They sponsor the defensive alignment. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Big chop to short. Charging, picking is Dansby Swanson. Throwing to first. Good play by Bush, keeping his foot on the bag. He had to stretch way out to the outfield side of the bag and up over his head, and all the while keeping his foot on the bag. Nice play by Bush.
Yeah, it's one of those plays. Dansby gets a little in between hop, and some of that is because this field plays so fast that you got to get accustomed to, when you're going to field the ball. And it got Dansby a little out of sorts with the throw, but as you said, Pat, Michael Bush with a great play at first to keep the foot on the bag.
Scoreless game. Will Smith, the batter, right-handed batting catcher. He'll take high. But the defensive alignment, sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling, handled. Learn more at fitzgeraldequipment.com. The 1-0 is a little bit outside, 2-0. Just getting started. A big weekend of baseball between a couple of old rivals, the Cubs and Dodgers. Dating back to when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn. This rivalry dates back well over a century. Smith hitting .353 on the young season. He's got a home run and 7 driven in. He takes strike 2, and it's 2-2.
Excellent slider in from Boyd, right in under the hands of Will Smith.
Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Maybe his best fastball tonight. Zipped it right by a swinging Smith. And that's out number 2. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. 2 down, nobody on. Nothing game. Michael Conforto bats. Hitting .211. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Former Met. Takes down low for a ball. Southpaw Boyd to Conforto off the inside corner.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Now the 2-0 from Matthew Boyd. In there for a strike. See, with 2 outs and nobody on, a guy with power, I'm always surprised to see a guy taking that pitch. That's one I would think, Ron, you're thinking of yanking out of here.
Yeah, but he did throw him a curveball on 2-0.
There's a fastball just outside, 3-1. Are you ready for the attendance game?
Sure.
I think Zach is ready. Zach will put away the materials about drone art that he was studying. Here's the 3-1 pitch taken high. That's going to be ball 4. It is a base on ball, scoreless game. Well, you know it's going to be somewhere in the 50 to 55,000 neighborhood. I think this place holds 56 if it is completely filled.
Yeah.
Nice to be working with Mike Noto, our engineer. Mike's been with us for many years here in L.A. Breaking ball is inside to the right-handed batting Andy Pages. Pages had a home run yesterday in our nation's capital in the Dodgers' win over the Nationals. And he hits a high pop fly into shallow center. Swanson out, Horner out, Crow Armstrong in. It's Horner to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Dodgers don't score. We've played 2 innings. Nothing game on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Marshall Harris here. We're talking Cubs middays 10-2 on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Canva presents a work love story like no other. Meet Productivity. She's all business.
The Canva doc is done.
Creativity is more of a free thinker. Whiteboard brainstorm. They're worlds apart, but sometimes opposites attract. Thanks to Canva.
The data is in the deck.
And now it's an animated graph. Canva, where productivity meets creativity. Now showing on computer screens everywhere. Love your work at canva.com.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey for details.
Pete Crow Armstrong is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Pete Crow Armstrong first up here in the third inning. No score. There has not been a base hit in tonight's game. In fact, after the first two innings, Yamamoto's first pitch outside to Crow Armstrong. Pete playing in front of friends and family tonight. Check swing. It's going to be outside for a ball. The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game is ready to be played. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. I'll go ahead and get us started.
All right.
Armstrong fouls it away. I'm going to guess 53,535. 53535. Here comes the next pitch. Fisted foul, 2-2. For Armstrong hitting .211 without a homer, 8 RBIs, but he always makes defensive contributions. He put on a clinic last year at Dodger Stadium in one of those games. He bounces one slowly to first, and a close play at first. He's out. Freeman gloving it, shoveling it to Yamamoto. Crow Armstrong always hustles, and he made that a fairly close play. One down.
Yeah, little three hopper to Freeman. He's got to wait to field this ball, and that's makes this play difficult at first with Pete Crow Armstrong flying down the line. I'll say 54,200.
Matt Shaw will take a fastball strike.
I'll say 55,000 on the dot.
Okay, we're all locked in. Mike Noto more than welcome to play. He's our engineer. Here's the pitch. Taken down low for a ball. The only slight stipulation is he must slap a 10 on all of the other three contestants. But Mike, since we know you and we like you, we'll make it only 5 tonight.
Oh, I thought we were coming down from 20 each. And the 10 was that.
But there was a multiple of 3. We had to keep it
okay.
reasonable.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the 1-2 to Matt Shaw. Big bouncer slowly toward third and foul. And we'll do it again. Cubs need this guy to get going. Shaw hitting 170 with a homer and 3 runs batted in. What advice would you give him, Ron, in a nutshell?
Well, first of all, don't lose your aggressiveness. You've been a good hitter all your life. So keep swinging and keep staying aggressive. Because the last thing you want is him feeling for the ball and just trying to put the ball in play. That's not going to get it done.
Shaw hits one in the air to right. Pretty well hit, but it's playable for Hernandez back near the track. And that's out number 2. Sometimes when you're really struggling and you do make solid contact, at least there's a little feeling of consolation, like I'm getting closer.
Yep, no doubt. I would agree. To me, in the early going here, the one thing, for Shaw is with that leg kick that, the movement that he's been getting with his upper body, especially his head, going forward. When your head is moving a lot, it's very difficult to hit in this league. Your eyes have to stay as still as possible. And here in the early going, he's had a lot of movement with his head. And I think that's something that probably hasn't happened in years past.
So it's a brand new feeling.
I would think so. Yep.
Miguel Amaya, you might remember on opening night over in Tokyo, it was Amaya who drove in the only run for the Cubs in that game against Yamamoto. Cubs would lose that ball game. Here's the 0-2. It's taken down low by Amaya.
Yeah, long extra base hit to right center, short off the wall.
Amaya hitting .267. He's done a good job behind the plate. He hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. The Dodgers are a perfect 6-0 in this ballpark this year, sweeping both Detroit and Atlanta in their first homestand in 3-game sets. And now the pitch. Popped up, right side, easy play for Freeman. Backpedaling to the outfield grass, makes the catch. Cubs go quietly 1-2-3. Inning number 3. Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
Help Blue Buffalo and Best Friends Animal Society find forever homes for shelter pets. When you buy select bags of Blue Tastefuls, Blue Life Protection Formula, and Blue Nudges dog treats from Walmart, Blue Buffalo will make a donation to Best Friends. Purchase Blue Buffalo at Walmart today. Blue Buffalo will donate 50 cents up to $550,000 to Best Friends Animal Society for every 5-pound bag of Blue Tastefuls dry cat food or Blue Life Protection Formula dry dog food, and for every 16-ounce bag of Nudges dog treats purchased at Walmart from April 1st to May 25th, 2025.
Hey there, I'm Kendra Adachi, and my show, The Lazy Genius Podcast, helps you be a genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't, and you get to decide what matters. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you a new way to see. Episodes of the Lazy Genius Podcast are full of compassionate time management tips and permission slips to do what makes sense for you. New episodes drop every Monday. Follow and listen to the Lazy Genius Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cubs and Dodgers scoreless, bottom 3 here in Los Angeles, 70 degrees. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Bet like the pros and download the Circa Sports app today. Pat?
All right, Zach, bottom of inning number 3 with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer and Zach Zaidman. It's Pat Hughes at Dodger Stadium. These Dodgers will be at Wrigley, by the way, on the nights of April 22 and 23. It's a Tuesday-Wednesday combo. The games begin at 6:40 each night. And hard to believe, but after that, the two teams will be done for the regular season. So go to Cubs.com and come on out and see the Cubs and the Dodgers, the defending world champions. Swing and a miss, nice change of pace.
And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Miguel Rojas, the batter, takes down low, 1-2.
It's tough reading the commercial when you weren't looking at it. I don't know if you found that through all these years.
Many times, and
you start it and then I lost where it was at on my page.
Looper into left center, falling in there for a base hit. That's where, Ron, you should say, back to you, Pat.
Yeah. I was still working hard trying to find it, and then bingo, there it was. Right there. Yeah.
Rojas gets the game's first hit, a bloop single into left center. And the batter is Shohei Ohtani. Lefty to lefty, Boyd to Shohei. Swing and a miss. He was trying to launch that one.
Good pitch by Boyd. That's a fastball in the strike zone. At the top of the zone, inside, right on the corner, in. Excellent fastball.
Short lead at first by Rojas. Boyd drops down sidearm. Nice breaking ball, swung on and fouled back. He had Ohtani off balance, a little out in front. He did not take one of his better cuts. Would you double up possibly and drop down sidearm again or not?
I think dropping down sidearm could be a yes. I really like that fastball inside that he threw the first pitch. This one could be even more inside and might be able to set up another breaking ball away.
The lead at first by Rojas. And now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Breaking ball, and Ohtani was fooled badly. You will not see him take swings like that. He just kind of waved at a pitch down in the dirt, tried to check about 3/4 of the way through the swing, and that, of course, never has a happy ending. Even amateurs know that feeling, Ron.
Yeah, that's not one you want on the old highlight reel at the end of the year. Excellent sequence of pitches by Boyd to Ohtani.
Mookie Betts stands in. He had a walk his first time. And the pitch to Mookie is in there for a strike. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Strikeouts by Cubs hurlers, brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Scoreless game, third inning, the pitch. Popped up foul off to the right and out of play. Our broadcast facility just off to the third base side behind home plate. Always atmosphere at Dodger Stadium. It helps when 50,000 people are there. Now the 0-2 from Boyd. Fastball high.
And they do get into the game here in Dodger Stadium.
It has been one of the most difficult places to win, really, ever since this ballpark opened way back in 1962. I'm talking about tough for visiting teams to come in here and win series. It's one of those things, I don't have the exact data in front of me, but I don't think I need it.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure of that statement.
I would absolutely agree.
You come in here and you win 2 out of 3, you are ecstatic. Okay.
I know playing here for the Dodgers, you always felt like you had an advantage. There's no doubt. It was just being here in this ballpark, you felt like you started the game and you were up 2-0.
Now the 1-2 pitch on the way to Mookie Betts. Check swing, soft liner, foul outside of first. In fact, that would be a good thing to look up. The last time the Cubs swept a 3-game series here at Dodger Stadium. I'm trying to think back when this is my 30th year with the Cubs. I can't remember when it must have happened at some point in the last 3 decades.
What about 2016? And we have a series here. Might even have been a 2-game series.
The 1-2 pitch is taken down low. Zach will be right on top of that. The last time the Cubs swept a series at Dodger Stadium. And this park has just aged so gracefully. Pop fly on the infield, playable. Third baseman Shaw gives way to Dansby Swanson. And that's going to be the second out in the inning. Boyd really making some nice pitches, Ron.
Yeah, he stayed out of the middle of the plate with the fastball. And he's done a very good job of sequencing that breaking ball and changeup. It's been very good.
Teoscar Hernandez steps in. Teoscar has some unusual shoes. They're orange near the toes. Fly ball to shallow right. Drifting out is Horner, Coming in is the right fielder Tucker to make the call and the catch, and that ends the inning. But the shoes of Teoscar Hernandez, the heels are turquoise and the toes are orange. Very interesting. That could be some of that drone art.
Yeah, there you go. That's why you wore them tonight.
The Dodgers don't score. We go to the fourth inning. 0-0 game. Cubs and Dodgers on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Jamison Tyone. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Hi, everybody. It's Brian Green from the Commercial Break Podcast. It's likely you've heard of the show if you're directly related to me or you follow our MySpace page. But I'm not here to talk to those three listeners. I'm here to appeal to people who haven't heard the show. Along with my co-host, Kristen Joy Hoadley, we're taking a deeper look at the topics that are affecting our youth today. Like, who are the people who are dating ghosts? Where did all these pickup artists come from? And why doesn't my preacher have a nicer private jet? We understand that these are the issues you really want to get to the bottom of. The Commercial Break is now available on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
The Cubs have only swept 3-game series here at Dodger Stadium 3 times, 1992, 1995, and 2005, Pat.
2005. Zach, thank you very much for looking that up. So it's been 20 years since they've swept a series here. Ian Happ leads it off. Cubs without a base runner in the first 3 innings. 0-0 game. Happ takes down low from Yamamoto. Another thing, Ron, and I know you played for the Dodgers 1 year, 2003. They have always been among the league leaders in the most come-from-behind home wins to stun the opposition. And again, I don't even know if such a statistic is kept, but they've probably had more ninth-inning rallies for wins in this park than any other team in the last 2 or 3 decades.
Yeah, this is one of those places where the 50,000 people really affect the ballgame. You really can tell as the Dodger team starts grinding away late in the game, and you get close in a ball game. The fans of 50,000, a lot like we've talked about at Wrigley or Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park. The fans can affect the ballgame. There's no doubt.
The 2-2 to Happ is low. In fact, as you say that's why I'm aware of it and sensitive to it, because of all the great Cubs wins at Wrigley, coming from behind and stunning the opposition. But the Dodgers are certainly in that category too. Here's the 3-2. Happ swings and misses. Strike 3. 5 strikeouts already. Before Tucker steps in, we step away 10 for ID. This is the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk in the morning on the Mully and Haw Show, 5:30 to 10 on 670 The Score, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Kyle Tucker will hit a chopper foul. 0-0 game. The Cubs without a hit. The Dodgers have a single by the number 9 hitter Miguel Rojas. So pitchers have certainly dominated the early chapters of this story tonight. Yamamoto with a brand new ball. Tucker struck out in the first inning. Here comes the windup and the 0-1 by Yamamoto. Fastball strike.
Well, he's had a good fastball tonight. He's been able to paint the edges of the strike zone, whether it be in or away, depending on lefty or righty, but he's had good command of his fastball.
Pop-up foul and back out of play. One thing I wrote down, Ron, has not yet come into play. The fact that the Cubs have a total of 25 stolen bases, and they've only been caught once. And the Dodgers have allowed 15 out of 16 steals. Here's a swing and a smash. Fair. Rolling down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Tucker will have a double. And the Cubs have their first base runner. A ground ball between Freeman and the first base bag. Just fair. It bounced off the sidewall. I was kind of hoping it might hug that wall and make an eccentric bounce out near the corner, which sometimes leads to a triple.
Yeah, this ball just inside the line, you're right. And it hits right at the edge of that wall where it kind of jets out. Gets past Freeman, and it ends up being the first Cubs hit. It's a double, and an excellent job of waiting back on that split finger and hooking it down the line.
Seiya Suzuki with a chance to drive in the game's first run. And a pitch to Seiya, low and inside for a ball.
Seiya DHing tonight for the Cubs, and designated hitter sponsored by BBQ Authority. Visit BBQ Authority in Lyle.
Suzuki fly to right in the opening inning. Seiya swings and misses. Fourth inning brought to you by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC, EHL lender.
Love to see Seiya try to dial into right center. Got to keep him on the fastball. Maybe give him a chance if that split finger is in the strike zone.
Ground ball, right side base hit, right field. Tucker around third. He's going to be held at third as the throw comes in. And now Seiya in a rundown between first and second. And he's going to be tagged out. Holding at third on the play, Kyle Tucker, and that's the second out in the inning. A base hit to right. Betts hit the cutoff man. And Suzuki thought he could go to second. But when the ball was cut off, Freeman saw Suzuki standing right in front of him, halfway between first and second. They got him in a rundown. No way for Tucker to score. And that is a mistake that might be costly. Two down, a man at third. The batter is Michael Busch. And the pitch, Michael takes inside. This is a spot where you really need a base hit to get that momentum back on your side.
Yep, no doubt. It'd be a big swing of the bat for Michael Busch to bang one into the gap or hit one out of here.
Back-to-back hits for the Cubs. Let's see if Busch can make it 3 in a row. It's a single for Seiya. The scoring on the play 9-3 to 6. And that, for young fans, is why you hit the cutoff man.
Yep.
And play right there. That leads to outs. Busch will take a strike, 2-1.
I think what was happening there is Seiya was thinking Busch was going to, Tucker was going to try to score on that single, and he would keep going to second base. And if he's thrown out, Seiya is at second.
Fastball, strike 2. Tucker at third, 2 down. This is the best scoring chance that either team has had. Fans now vocally rising to this moment. It does get loud here. And the 2-2 low, and it's 3-2.
Excellent take by Michael Busch. Took that split finger. That was a good one. Just below the zone.
Yamamoto at 65 pitches. We are in the 4th inning with 2 down. The right-hander is ready for the 3-2. And Busch will hit it. Swing and miss, strike 3. I thought he fouled it. He did not. A swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. Cubs, no runs on 2 hits. A base running mistake and one left. And at the end of 3.5, Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing. On The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Canva presents a work love story like no other. Meet Productivity. She's all business.
The Canva doc is done.
Creativity is more of a free thinker. Whiteboard brainstorm. They're worlds apart, but sometimes opposites attract. Thanks to Canva.
The data is in the deck.
And now it's an animated graph. Canva, where productivity meets creativity. Now showing on computer screens everywhere. Love your work at canva.com.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard is sponsored by Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Thanks, Zach. Freddie Freeman leads it off, fouls off the first offering. Scoreless game. Cubs got their first 2 hits in the top of the inning, could not score. Freeman, Edman, and Smith against Matthew Boyd. Boyd with another strong outing. Nothing but zeros after 14 innings in a Cub uniform. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Took something off. What do you like here, Ron?
Excellent breaking ball. That's been a great pitch so far to the left-handed hitter. Lefties have not picked that pitch up. Why not throw it again?
It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So it went down with a breaking ball, came upstairs, and strikes out Freddie Freeman for the second time. Again, Freeman playing in his first game in about 2 weeks. He's been out with that ankle injury. 1 away, no score. 4th inning. The batter is Tommy Edman.
And Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 and 6-7 in The Score and the Odyssey out.
Smacked on the ground to short, scooped cleanly by Dansby, and it throws to first in time. A low throw dug out by Bush. That's one of the hardest hit balls of the game by the Dodgers. Tommy Edman bounces out. 2 down, and Will Smith coming up. The first out, Ron, sponsored by Xfinity. You know you can stream sports from the best seat in the house because it's only live once. The pitch to Will Smith. Curve strike, 0-1.
So, guys, on the scoreboard, the Astros a 14-3 drubbing of the Angels. Yainer Diaz had a grand slam for Houston.
Now the 0-1. In there for a strike.
Former Cubs prospect Cam Smith with his first major league home run. Isaac Paredes also going deep for the Astros. Both Paredes and Smith part of the Kyle Tucker deal.
Breaking ball just missed, 1-2.
Other finals on the board, Pat. The Reds a 5-3 winner over the Pirates. Jeimer Candelario a 2-run home run. Rays double up the Braves 6-3.
Swinging a pop fly, shallow right. Out goes Horner. Backpedaling, calling, and squeezing to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 5th. Zach joins Ron in a moment. Cubs nothing, Dodgers nothing. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Michael Bush. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
I'm Jenna Fisher.
And I'm Angela Kinsey.
And together we have the podcast Office Ladies.
Just because we finished rewatching The Office does not mean we're going anywhere.
Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories from The Office and our friendship with brand new guests. Plus, you can revisit all the Office Ladies rewatch episodes every Monday with new bonus tidbits before every episode.
So follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
With Chewy, get all the food your pets love delivered right to your door. Get a free $20 e-gift card with your first food order. And get mealtime essentials from all the brands you love with an extra side of savings. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
At the UPS Store, we shred away your worries and your sensitive documents. Shredding services and bins are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Most locations are independently owned. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
If you missed any of the Mully and Haw Show, no worries. Just go to the Mully and Haw Show podcast feed on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts and get caught up on all the great Chicago sports talk from Mully and Haw on The Score.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zabin with you. Top 5 here at Dodger Stadium. The Cubs and Dodgers are scoreless. We're coming to you live all season long for the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. Dansby Swanson stands in against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Righty-righty matchup. Yamamoto deals, and Swanson looks at a ball low and outside. 1-0 the count. Dansby flat out to deep right center field in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed batter hits out of a crouch, uses a toe tap. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Cubs have just 2 hits tonight. Both came in the 4th. A double by Kyle Tucker, a single by Seiya Suzuki. Dodgers with just 1 hit. A Miguel Rojas single. Here's the pitch. That's outside. 3-0 now, the count on Swanson.
Now this would be one of those situations. There's been 1 3-0 count for the Cubs, and they took the 3-0 pitch. I'd be swinging if I get a fastball right in the middle of the plate.
Here's the 3-0, and Swanson takes a strike on the inside corner.
It may be the best pitch you're going to see all night to hit. And I don't think you're going to, he's not walking many guys. So taking your shots when you get way ahead in the count might be something you could do.
Time called by Swanson. Now he digs in. Yamamoto faces home plate, acknowledges the sign from the catcher, Smith. Works his motion, and here's the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Top of the zone. 3-2.
A little split finger there. That's one of those pitches, 3-1 split.
The next pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bottom with a sinking fastball, 1 away.
Now you go with the fastball inner half for 3-0 take, and then you get 2 split fingers, one at the bottom of the zone, but a good pitch, and then the one that buries down and ends up with the strikeout.
Nico Horner stands in and looks at a strike on the inside corner. That was a slow-moving breaking ball from Yamamoto. 0-1. 1 down, top 5 Cubs and Dodgers are scoreless. The next pitch by Yamamoto is inside. 1-1 on Nico. Horner caught looking in the second. Yamamoto has struck out 7 Cubs tonight. Now the 1-1 delivery. That's low.
So far, I think Nico's had the best approach against Yamamoto. The way it's gone so far, even though it didn't work out in his first at bat, he was hitting the fastball the other way, and he was still on time for the split finger.
Nico takes a strike on the inner half, 2-2.
A little breaking ball inside front door hook. Yamamoto does not throw a lot of those, but that one was effective.
Corner calls time, steps out of the box, adjusts both blue batting gloves, and now digs in. Taps home plate, gets in his stance, compact, stands deep in the box. Righty-righty matchup. Now the 2-2. A ground ball hit to third, fielded cleanly by Rojas. A couple of steps forward, his throw to first in time. Horner retired, 2 away.
Now a little off-speed pitch again. I believe that was a split. Nico was on it, pulled a little too hopper, but right at Rojas.
Now Pete Crow Armstrong will step to the plate. Left-handed batter against the right-hander Yamamoto. High leg kick and pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Another splitter. 0-1. Crow Armstrong bounced out to first in his first at-bat. The next pitch is fouled away out of play off to the left. Nice catch made in the upper deck by a fan who brought the glove. First row upper deck off to the left. You don't expect to leave with a foul ball when you sit up there. 0-2. The next pitch. Ground ball hit to second. Fielded on a high hop by Edman. His throw to first a little wide. Freeman able to make the catch and use the toe tap. Out number 3. As Crow Armstrong is retired, Cubs go down in order here in the top of the 5th. Middle 5, Cubs and Dodgers scoreless. On the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game right here on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof, while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
I'm Rhett.
And I'm Link.
And we're the hosts of the podcast Ear Biscuits. We're just 2 lifelong friends who've been talking about life for a long time.
From being dads to businessmen to all the random things we experience, nothing is off limits.
And now we're talking to you. We're answering your questions, giving advice that you may or may not want to take, and listening to your hilarious stories.
So leave us a voicemail to be part of the show at
1-888-EARPOD1 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Bottom 5 here in Los Angeles. Cubs and Dodgers are scoreless. Michael Conforto stands in for L.A. Matthew Boyd deals for the Cubs. The first pitch lined into center field for a base hit. Just the second hit of the game for L.A. Conforto goes right back up the middle. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, the center fielder, Andy Pages.
Now Conforto, the only guy in the game that's been on base twice. He walked in his first AB and now takes his first inside fastball and shoots it right into the center field glove of Pete Crow Armstrong on one hop.
Pages, a right-handed batter against the lefty Boyd. And the pitch. A breaking ball high, 1-0 the count. League leaders are sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. There are 4 guys tied for the home run lead. Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, Tyler Soderstrom, and Mike Trout, each with 6 home runs. Here's the pitch. Check swing, foul back by Pages. Did not mean to make contact. And he swings his bat in frustration after the foul ball, 1-1. Conforto being held on at first by Bush. Big hole on the right side of the infield with the right-handed hitting Pages at the plate. Boyd sets up high. Looks at first and deals. Swing and a miss. And a fastball, 1-2.
Yeah, good fastball running away from Pages. Good location. All opponents' pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs. Leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit Sloan.com.
1-2 the count on the batter, Paez. Now the pitch. That's low. 2-2. A slider that missed. Boyd's ready. Throw to first. Diving back in safely, Conforto. On Wednesday, April 26th, the Cubs take on the Phillies at 3:05 in the afternoon. The first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Clark the Cubs scoreboard bobblehead presented by Jewel Osco. The pitch. Paez swings and misses. Strike three. Got him with a breaking ball. One away.
Another good pitch by Boyd. This little breaking ball starts out away and ends up inside, and it kind of ties him up. And excellent pitch by Boyd. He's made some great pitches, and maybe more so than anything else, some great choices on what he's throwing. He's really had the Dodgers lineup kind of puzzled so far with the pitch selection that he's thrown to these hitters.
Miguel Rojas at the plate looks at a strike on the outside corner. He showed bunt on that pitch. First out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports in the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once. 1 on, 1 out for the Dodgers here in the last of the fifth. Scoreless ball game. The opener of a 3-game set. Rojas, a right-handed hitter, hits out of a crouch. The left-hander Boyd sets up high. Here's the 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boyd went with a fastball. Middle infielders at double play depth. With Bush holding on the runner Conforto. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Here's the pitch. And a line drive hit to left. Happ comes in and makes the catch. 2 away.
I like that Boyd went after Rojas. The one thing you don't want to do is put more guys on base with this guy coming to the plate and Ohtani. You've got to make Rojas swing the bat.
A loud ovation here at Dodger Stadium for Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Powerful left-handed hitter. Conforto at first, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Just outside, 1-0. Last of the fifth, Cubs and Dodgers are scoreless. Now the pitch. Way outside and low. 2-0 the count with Ohtani at the plate. Ohtani hitting at .304 on the year. He's got 4 home runs, 5 RBIs. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the 2-0. Ohtani hits a high fly ball, shallow left center field. Happ comes in and makes the catch for out number 3. And Conforto is stranded at first after a leadoff single. We head to the 6th inning. Cubs and Dodgers scoreless on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Craig Counsell here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey for details.
At the UPS Store, we shred away your worries and your sensitive documents. Shredding services and bins are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Most locations are independently owned. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Some people play by the rules, but the real game changers break them. I'm Soraya, and on Rule Breakers, we're talking to the risk takers, the rebels, and the ones rewriting the playbook. Follow and listen to Rule Breakers with Soraya on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks for streaming The Score,
Chicago's original and #1 sports station. And of course, your official radio home of Cubs baseball.
where you'll hear me, Pat Hughes,
And me, Ron Coomer, bring you exciting Cubs baseball all season long.
That ball is gone. A 2-run homer for Ian Happ. He clobbered that one.
Listen to every Cubs game on Sports Radio 670 The Score.
Chicago's official radio home of the Cubs.
And if you live in the Chicago area, live on the free Odyssey app.
Matt Shaw is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach, 6th inning. Nothing game. Matt Shaw will lead it off and try to get on base as he takes a strike from the right-hander Yamamoto. Cubs had the best scoring chance in the game. That was in the 4th. In that 4th inning, Tucker doubled with one away, and then Suzuki singled into right. Suzuki thought that Tucker was going to try to score on the play. Suzuki rounded first. The throw by Betts toward the plate was cut off by Freeman, and Tucker was held at third. And they got the batter in a rundown. That was Suzuki, and instead of a potential big inning, the Cubs failed to score. But a lot of zeros on the board. Nothing. Neither team with an error. Each team with a couple of hits, and that's it. Yamamoto had 82 pitches. Matt Shaw waits for the 0-2 and checks his swing. Did he go? No swing. Sometimes a guy on the other side, Ron, is so dominant. I think there's a feeling, even though you're not going to say this on the dugout bench, there's a feeling that we'll have a better chance once he leaves this game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You just want to survive and get him out of there.
Down low for a ball. It's 2-2. He's just had everything working, and so has Matthew Boyd of the Cubs. Great pitcher's duel. One of the best we've seen. It is the best we've seen this season. Fastball is inside. Shaw would gladly take a walk. Amaya on deck, and then Ian Happ.
A good time for home run number 2 in his big league career.
Nice warm night. It would go if you got all of it. Here comes the payoff pitch to Shaw. Fastball, strike 3 call. Cubs have taken a called third strike on several occasions tonight. But Yamamoto has had pinpoint control.
That 3-2 fastball, inner half to Shaw, about knee high.
Miguel Amaya has home run power. Let's see if he can get a hold of one. Off speed and down low. Here's the one by Yamamoto. Fastball outside, ball 2. Yamamoto still throwing hard. That was 95 mph. He's at 88 pitches. And now the 2-0. Big bouncer. That's going to be a foul ball toward the third base line.
Yeah, he's still throwing hard as right. This next pitch will be pitch number 90 in the ballgame. He's got 8 punch-outs in the game. And he's had, the thing to me, he's had pinpoint control of the 4-seam fastball. And then because of that, everybody's got to be accountable with a split finger.
Ben Brown will start for the Cubs tomorrow night against Roki Sasaki. Starts an hour earlier, 8:10 Central Time tomorrow night. And the pitch to Amaya. Nubbed on the ground right side. Might be a tough play. Fielded by Edman, and he throws to first to get him. Edman spinning all the way around. The second baseman was shaded over near second. He had to run to the hole, grab it, and then do a pirouette. And somehow he was able to make a good throw after spinning all the way around. Very nice play by Edman.
Yeah, this is definitely not an easy play. With the spin on the baseball, too, the catch is very difficult. But he does make the catch. And then an excellent throw.
Here's Ian Happ. The run we're getting to about the point in the game. If you're a guy with power as you were and as Happ is, are you starting to think long ball?
No doubt. I think early in your at-bats, if you get a pitch you can handle, absolutely.
Scoreless game. Top of the sixth. Happ will take down low for a ball. Happ has struck out twice. The windup by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And a fastball is away. 2-1. He's at 93 pitches. Still throwing very hard with good command. And the 2-1. Fastball in for a strike.
Fastball at the knees right on the outside corner. I mean, that's the perfect pitcher's pitch.
2-2 on Happ. Fastball away. 3-2. Tucker on deck. I don't think he wants to face Tucker here. I say Happ gets something to hit.
Yeah, I would agree.
Here's the 3-2. Happ takes ball 4. Yamamoto froze in his follow-through as if to say, where did that miss? DJ Rayburn said, I don't think I have to tell you where it missed.
It's a little split finger on 3-2. He's had success throwing that pitch on 3-2. He's gotten a lot of swing and miss from the Cubs. And Ian didn't chase.
Tucker batting with Happ at first. Tucker will take a strike. Walks to Cubs batters, sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Remember, a walk is free. A DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Now the 0-1 from the right-hander. Tucker swings and misses. Tucker was thinking long ball.
Thinking long ball and sitting on a split finger. He was just a little early on it, but that was a breaking ball, actually. But he's sitting on off-speed pitch. The ball he hit down the line was a split. That was the real slow curveball.
0-2 on Tucker. He doubled for the Cubs' first hit back in the fourth. Tied for the league lead in RBIs with 16. Happ not running. Check swing foul by Tucker. Over toward the Dodger third base dugout. Beautiful night in LA. 74 degrees at game time. It's cooled off maybe to the high 60s. Just ideal. Center fielder Pages not all that deep. The pitch to Tucker outside. In this spot, I'm a little surprised where Pages and Conforto in left are playing. How about you?
I am too. I'm surprised that he's playing that shallow one, and I'm surprised he's in left center field. I would think with the split finger that you would want to play him more around to the pull side, so good gap in right center.
Tucker takes an off-speed pitch high and outside, 2-2. There will be, I believe, some activity in the Dodger bullpen. Yamamoto surpassing the century mark. He's at 101 pitches. Happ leading at first. The 2-2. Outside to Tucker.
Fans don't like it, but these pitches have been off the plate by quite a bit. They're really not that close, the last couple. This last one was a split finger at 89. Off the plate away.
Happ at first. Tucker now with a 3-2 count. Traveling time for Happ. Boy, does this place get loud. The 3-2. Tucker swings and misses. Strike 3. And the inning is over. Cubs don't score. Lead 1. Middle of inning number 6. Nothing game. Cubs and Dodgers on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Spiegel and Holmes on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the score.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Moms, dads, are you the parent of a student athlete? Do you want to know how to get the most out of youth sports? If so, listen to the Next Pitch podcast to give you the tools to raise an aspiring athlete. It's not simple, but we talk straight and give you the best insight there is when it comes to youth sports. We'll cover everything from nutrition and training to mental toughness and teamwork. It's a podcast you can listen to together with your kids so everyone can benefit. Follow Next Pitch on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Let's see what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yuengling. Next generation of light beer. And Pat, on tap for this 6th inning would be another goose egg for Matthew Boyd, if possible.
Boy, he and Yamamoto have matched each other pitch for pitch all night long. This is a classic pitcher's duel. Mookie Betts leads off the Dodgers' 6th inning. Both teams with just 2 hits. Fly ball to center, very playable. Crow Armstrong with a routine play, and that's out number 1. The first out in the inning. Sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once. Teoscar Hernandez checks in. Freddie Freeman on deck. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. Teoscar takes a strike.
Now, would you guess that would only be pitch number 70 for Matthew Boyd? So he's still got a lot left in the tank.
Very economical. That makes it even more impressive. Tells you he's going right after these hitters.
Yep, absolutely.
Check swing, strike 2 called. He's painting, he's mixing speeds nicely. Teoscar, again with those shoes that I have never seen before. Turquoise around the ankles and the heels, and orange around the toes.
I think there's a little white in the middle, too. Might be the shoe logo.
The 0-2 pitch taken low and inside by Teoscar.
Do you remember when you were a kid and the ice cream truck would come by and you'd get that bomb pop thing?
That's it.
Those are the colors, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
Blue, yellow, red. That's a good memory for you, by the way. Yeah. Good recall. This pitch is taken outside 2-2.
You'd have that all over your face then when you're a little guy, you know. I never did think of making my cleats that color, though. I can say that honestly. Yourself?
No, or any other part of my clothing. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way to Teoscar. It's outside. It's 3-2. You don't want to lose him here. You got Freeman on deck, and then Edman. 1 away in the inning. No score. Bottom of the 6th inning. The 3-2 lined into left field, a base hit. A 1-out single for Teoscar Hernandez. He hit a pretty good pitch, low and in, and Freddie Freeman is the batter.
Yeah, didn't hit this ball that hard. It's a breaking ball down and in, as you said, Pat. But he caught it right off the end of the bat, just a little 15 love, little topspin lob right over Dansby's head and short into left field for a base knock.
Freeman has struck out twice. Hernandez held on by Bush at first. Freeman swings and misses. Boyd has made some of his best pitches of the game to Freddie Freeman, striking him out twice. Infielders looking for a ground ball. And now the 0-1 stretch. Tossed to first, not in time.
Freeman was very early on that last or first pitch of the at-bat, the breaking ball. He was looking for that high inside fastball, thought he was going to get it again. And he was cheating to hit that fastball, and he got the slow curve.
The set for the 0-1. And he hits it. Freeman gets hit in the belt buckle. He's okay. But now there are two men on with only one away, and the batter, Tommy Edman. Got it in the right hip.
Yeah, well, that's the fastball he wanted inside, right? That's what he threw him earlier in the game. That fastball up and in the strike zone, and he just flew open, and the ball just kind of runs in on the left-handed hitter, Freeman. Hit him right in the backside.
Some stirring in the Cub bullpen. Nobody throwing just yet.
It's really one of the first pitches we've seen from Boyd that got away from him.
Edman twice has grounded out in the game, the former Cardinal. And the pitch to Tommy is taken high for ball one.
Edman, all these years we played against him in St. Louis, you don't think of him as the power guy, but he's got 5 home runs already this season.
Runners take their leads. The pitch. Deep drive to left. He just hit another home run. Tommy Edman with a long 3-run homer. Way up into the bleachers and straight away left. And the Dodgers lead 3-0 here in the 6th inning.
Well, we just said Boyd has not made many mistakes all game long. One pitch got away from him and it hit Freddie Freeman. This is a breaking ball down and in, but it stays more on the plate. May have even been low, but Edman gets the barrel to it out in front and hits this ball a long way to left.
Edman's 6th home run. He now has 14 runs batted in. He's taken over the team leadership with his 6 homers. And the Cubs are going to play from behind, trailing 3-0. Will Smith with a count of 2-0. Activity will begin in the Cub bullpen out beyond the right field fence. There's a foul out of play off to the right. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball high, 3-1.
Well, you can really count on one hand so far out of 83, what'll be 84 pitches. On one hand, the number of kind of bad misses for Boyd all night, and none of them been in the middle of the plate.
Good fastball strike here makes the count 3-2. Kind of curious what Edman's career home run high would be. He used to be a guy who would hit about 4 or 5 all year. Fly ball foul off to the right, but now here we are run on the 11th of April. And he's already got 6.
Yeah.
And it all seemed to change for him when he came over to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I would agree.
3-2 pitch, ball 4, low and inside. Will Smith gets the walk. And let's see if the Cubs have a trip to the mound. Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, will make a stroll out to see about Matthew Boyd. Boyd pitched 5 sparkling innings of shutout ball. He's run into a bit of difficulty, a lot of difficulty, in fact, here in the 6th inning. Gave up the single to Teoscar Hernandez. Then Freddie Freeman was hit by the pitch. Tommy Edman hit a breaking ball 2/3 of the way up into the bleachers and straightaway left for a 3-run home run. And now Will Smith has drawn a base on balls. So 4 straight men have reached. Dodgers lead 3-0. Ethan Roberts, the right-hander, throwing in the Cub bullpen. Tommy Edman's career high. He had 13 home runs both in 2022 and 2023. So he's almost halfway there on April 11 this year. Conforto takes a strike. The former Met has been on base twice with a walk and a single. And now the 0-1 from Boyd. Swing and a miss.
There's a good hook. Ethan Roberts warming up now in the Cubs bullpen.
Boyd has made 88 pitches in the game. This Dodger team can score runs quickly. Lots of thunder in their lineup. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Low and outside for a ball. Just looking at their names: Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez can go deep. Will Smith has pop. Michael Conforto can hit the long ball. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. And that's out number 2.
Good comeback for Boyd here as they're walking Smith. He comes back with some good sequence of pitches to Conforto.
Kirby Yates, a right-hander, warming up in the Dodger bullpen. We might see him in the 7th inning. Cubs trail 3-0. Still plenty of ball left tonight. Andy Pages will take down low. Dodgers, the defending world champs. I would say they did it more with the offense than they did with the pitching a year ago, which is kind of unusual. Swing and a miss. The Dodgers pitching staff a year ago was right in the middle of the pack. But it was their offense, second best in the big leagues to Arizona. That's what won a lot of games for them. Pitching was average. Offense was outstanding.
Yeah, it's not often you can outslug your pitching staff's issues. But they didn't have major issues. They were just the middle of the pack, to your point.
Now Andy Pages will wait. The pitch in there for a called strike. 2-2. I think DJ Rayburn's done a nice job calling balls and strikes tonight.
Yeah. Tell you what, both pitchers have been right around the edges of the strike zone all night long.
And the 2-2. Swing and a foul off to the right, out of play. Still waiting for the attendance figure. It's a whopper.
People in every section of this ballpark. I mean, when you look past the right field foul pole all the way up to that It's the fourth deck, all the way up in that far corner. There's people sitting in that last row.
Now the 2-2. Curve fouled away again.
It'd take a half hour to walk over there.
I think we're getting ready for the announcement of the attendance. Whopper. It is a whopper.
Yeah, someone said that earlier.
2-2 on Pages. And the pitch. Curveball a little bit low, so a full count, 2 down. Traveling time for the runner, Will Smith at first. 3-0 Dodgers here in the 6th. Boyd trying to end the inning. It's been a difficult chore here in this 6th. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Dodgers score 3 on the home run by Edman. We go to the 7th inning. Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing. This is the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Help Blue Buffalo and Best Friends Animal Society find forever homes for shelter pets. When you buy select bags of Blue Tastefuls, Blue Life Protection Formula, and Blue Nudges dog treats from Walmart, Blue Buffalo will make a donation to Best Friends. Purchase Blue Buffalo at Walmart today. Blue Buffalo will donate 50 cents up to $550,000 to Best Friends Animal Society for every 5-pound bag of Blue Tastefuls dry cat food or Blue Life Protection Formula dry dog food, and for every 16-ounce bag of Nudges dog treats purchased at Walmart from April 1st to May 25th, 2025.
Top 7 Dodgers lead the Cubs 3-0. The 7th inning is sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Right-hander Kirby Yates is now doing the Dodger pitching. 6 very impressive innings of shutout ball turned in by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Let's see if the Cubs can fare better against the pen. Seiya Suzuki leads it off and takes a strike from Yates. Yates, a free agent acquisition over the offseason. Here's the next pitch taken for a strike. Looking up some data, the Dodgers team earned run average a year ago, 3.95. They gave up 4 runs a game. That's not great. It's not terrible. It was about average. It was 14th out of the 30 teams in the big leagues.
5-3, 9-3-3 is a sellout.
But they were second in run scoring. It's kind of a different style, Ron, than what we've been accustomed to over the years. The 1-2 is bounced foul. Normally, if you're going to win a World Series, you have to have a very strong pitching staff, one of the top 3 or 4 in baseball.
Yep, I would think so. But to your point of that, you know, what you were saying earlier affected later in the year. Yamamoto missed 2 months of the season. And then when he came back, he was very effective.
Seiya Suzuki checks and takes high from Kirby Yates. Yates, a native of Hawaii, former closer for San Diego. Cubs will be heading to San Diego on Monday night. 3 games against the Padres. High for ball 3. Suzuki 1 for 2. He'd be glad to take a walk to get this 7th inning started. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Cast from Yates. A little above the knees, outer half, not outside corner, but outer half. Sale with a big swing, swung right through it.
Opposing pitching changes. Those are always brought to you by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Cubs. And the first pitch to Michael Busch is fouled at the plate. Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit sloan.com. The pitch to Busch. In there for a strike.
Fastball inside corner at the knees. Mike would like to get that pitch back.
Here comes the 0-2 from Yates. Strike 3 called. Yates didn't waste any time. He went right after Busch and strikes him out. 2 down, nobody on. 7th inning. Dodgers lead 3-0, and the batter is Dansby Swanson.
We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
See if Dansby can get on. Swings and misses. Got fooled on a breaking ball. Swanson has flied out and struck out. And here comes the 0-1. Check swing on a low curveball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Some of the fans have left, as they typically do here around the 6th or 7th inning. They start to head to their cars. Now the 1-1 lifted to right, playable for Hernandez, and the right fielder makes the catch. Cubs don't score. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Marshall Harris here. We're talking Cubs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 on the score.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather-appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Water hemp, Palmer amaranth, and giant ragweed. Left undisturbed, they will become the most dangerous foes to corn plants. But in the early season, these weeds are at their weakest. Now is the time. A predator lurks. Certain herbicide attacks, unleashing full residual power before weeds have a chance to emerge. Pre or early post-application, they are hopeless against such effective chemistry. Certain herbicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Hi, everybody. It's Brian Green from the Commercial Break Podcast. It's likely you've heard of the show if you're directly related to me or you follow our MySpace page. But I'm not here to talk to those 3 listeners. I'm here to appeal to people who haven't heard the show. Along with my co-host, Kristen Joy Hoadley, we're taking a deeper look at the topics that are affecting our youth today. Like, who are the people who are dating ghosts? Where did all these pickup artists come from? And why doesn't my preacher have a nicer private jet? We understand that these are the issues you really want to get to the bottom of. The Commercial Break is now available on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
A reminder that all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Ethan Roberts is the new man on the mound, native of Tennessee. Cubs are down 3-0, being out-hit 4-2. Roberts in relief of starter Matthew Boyd. No shame in what Boyd did tonight. This is a tough Dodger team. Yes, he did give up 3 runs, but kept the Cubs in the game, and they're still in the game. This is a very strong offensive team the Dodgers have. Liner into shallow right, and that's going to be a base hit. Falling in front of Tucker. Leadoff single by Andy Pages before Rojas bats. 10 for ID. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Your headquarters for Cubs Talk. It's the Mullen Haw Show, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Shohei Ohtani bats, and he hits it foul out of play.
Yeah, just thinking about Matthew Boyd's outing today. Pitch for pitch, you probably could count 3 or 4 pitches all game long that he made pitches he didn't want to make. But you're talking about a guy who was absolutely dominant all game long. He had an outstanding day today. 1 bad pitch, and it cost him 3 runs.
Well, if he pitches the way he did tonight and the way he has in the first 3 starts, he's gonna have a fine season. Matthew Boyd. Here comes the 0-2. Outside. I'm just looking, Ron, doing some quick math. He worked 6 innings tonight. 6 the last time out against San Diego, 5. So 17 innings. He's only been scored in 1 of the 17 innings.
That'll work.
1-2 on Shohei. And his pitch fouled, and the catcher Amaya got tangled up with Shohei after the swing. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Let's watch it again.
Well, this was one of those where I think they got crossed up. I think Amaya was set up way off the plate away, and this pitch was a cutter in. And Ohtani swung at it and fouled it off Amaya, who was kind of diving to just catch this ball inside. Kind of an odd play. This is one of those, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
There's a wild pitch. The ball bouncing away from Amaya, and down to second goes Pages. Dodgers leading by 3, have a man at second, 1 away. Ohtani has grounded out, struck out, and flied out. I'm thinking of the game last September when Shohei became the first man ever to hit 50 homers and steal 50 bags. In that game, he had 3 home runs and drove in 10. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Breaking ball got him, and that's the second out in the inning. I would say that's doing it in fine style.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 10 RBIs in the game? I would say so. Roberts just reared back and threw that last breaking ball as hard as he could throw it with as much torque on it as he could. And this one just breaks down below the swing of Ohtani to get the punch out.
2 outs. Mookie Betts will look at a ball away. The first out in the inning. Sponsored by Xfinity. You can stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once. Roberts fires. There's a strike to Mookie. Dodgers bullpen getting ready. Luis Garcia and Blake Trinan. A couple of big right-handers throwing. Here comes the 1-1 to Mookie. Outside, it's 2-1. Well, let's see what's happened on April 11th down through the baseball years. The late Chuck Tanner, 1955 on this date. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the right. On the first pitch of his first big league at-bat, future manager Chuck Tanner hit a home run for the old Milwaukee Braves.
How about that?
First pitch, first AB. Where do you go from there?
To managing. Wow.
It's 2-2. And the pitch to Betts. Check swing, foul back. There's a quote on many of my baseball history notes. Chuck Tanner is quoted, and of course he was a big league skipper and world champion manager with the Pirates. Here's his quote. "It's hard to win a pennant, but it's harder losing one." I trust that statement. He would know. Here's the 2-2. Wrapped on the ground to short. Backhanded by Swanson. From his knees, throws to first. He did not get him. That play might be challenged. Swanson made one of the most amazing plays you'll ever see. He was sitting down on the grass beyond the hole at short when he backhanded that ball. I thought he was going to quickly get to his feet. He didn't. He was still seated as he made that throw on one knee. And a very close play. Are the Cubs going to challenge? Apparently not.
Yeah, this is a throw from one knee and 1 foot on the ground, kind of in an awkward position. I can't believe he got the throw there on one hop, actually. And if it's not Betts running down the line, it's probably an out.
He was safe. It was a good call by the first base umpire, John Libka. Holding at second, Pages. 2 men on, 1 down. Teoscar Hernandez at the plate. He'll take outside. Two balls and no strikes on Teoscar. Ball 3. Freddie Freeman on deck. Now the pitch on the way, and there's going to be a strike. 3-1.
Well, you just see more and more hitters. They just are an automatic take on 3-0. Today we've seen it again, and every 3-0 pitch has been a very good hittable fastball.
Swinging a foul back by Teoscar Hernandez. I was going to ask you, I know the answer, but how did you do on 3-0 pitches?
Good. Real well.
I'm sure you did.
And I wasn't trying to fillet one the other way either. We're looking about doing damage. Yeah, you're going to be on time with the heater, that's for sure.
Now the payoff with 1 away. Runners lead the pitch. Swing and a miss. He came back to get him. Nice job by Ethan Roberts. That's out number 2. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Here's Freddie Freeman.
Now Tommy Hotovy going to take a long, slow walk to the mound and give Ethan Roberts a little breather and also a little scouting report on what you want to throw Freddie Freeman.
More activity in the Cub bullpen in back of Ethan Roberts. Cubs have managed only 2 hits in this game. A double by Kyle Tucker in the 4th inning. And then a single by Seiya Suzuki right after that double. And that was a key play because Suzuki thought the throw was going to go home. It was cut off. And Suzuki on his single rounded first and got caught in a rundown. Instead of first and third with one away, the Cubs had 2 men down as he was tagged out in the rundown, and they failed to score. Bouncer to first, fielded by Bush, takes it to the bag, and that ends the inning. Dodgers don't score. It's on to inning number 8. Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Cubs fans, Ian Happ here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Chicago's North Shore is a mecca for world-class theater and performing arts. Celebrate North Shore live through April 20th, featuring a robust calendar of shows and special offers. Visit ChicagoNorthShore.com.
Auto insurance rates start as low as 99 cents a day and launch your policy within minutes. Freeway Insurance understands that everybody wants to save, and sometimes they need to do it fast. Freeway Insurance has the best prices, the best options, and can get you insured in minutes. The Freeway team can help you save time and money with an instant quote made to fit your budget. For great auto insurance at an affordable price, Freeway Insurance is the answer. Visit freeway.com or tap the link below. Freeway, driving savings. Some restrictions and fees may apply. Quoted price for liability premium only.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Top of the 8th inning, Cubs down 3-0 here at Dodger Stadium. This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars of the Cape. To donate your car today, Patrick.
Cubs are down by 3, getting a little late as the 8th inning gets underway. First pitch by Blake Trinan is hit in the air to center off the bat of Nico Horner. Routine play for Pages, and it's out number 1. Crow Armstrong, the batter. Let's see if Pete can get on and get a rally going. It's getting late. Crow Armstrong twice has grounded out in this game. The attendance tonight, 53,933. Ron Coomer is the winner. Ron guessed 54,200. You were only off by about 267 fans. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Pete Crow Armstrong. But it does get loud here, and some of the fans have started to head for the exits. Crow Armstrong swings and fouls this one back. Trinan's a hard thrower. Elon Morgan throwing in the Cub bullpen. But the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game, if you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Crow Armstrong waiting, and the 1-2, and Pete takes high for a ball. Same 2 teams tomorrow night and Sunday. Sunday is the Sunday night game of the week, by the way. Crow Armstrong takes high.
It's another late start, right?
It will be. I believe that's a 6:10 start. Let me just confirm that. Yep. 8:10 Central tomorrow, and then 6:10 on Sunday, the Sunday night game of the week. Ben Brown against Roki Sasaki tomorrow. The Cubs have not yet named their starter for Sunday. Tyler Glasnow, former Pirate, will start for L.A. Cubs will then head to San Diego. Here's a smack foul. Thinking of traveling, Ron, after games, I was reading about the Braves-Phillies game last night. The Braves won it in 11 innings on a walk-off home run by Marcell Ozuna. The game was delayed by rain for 2.5 hours. The extra inning game ended at 7 minutes before 1 a.m. Fly ball to deep right center. Going back is Page's making the catch. And that's out number 2. 2 gone, and here's Matt Shaw.
Yeah.
But the game ended at about a little before 1. It was the final game of the series and travel night for both.
Right.
The Braves ended up going to St. Louis. Let me double check that. The Phillies ended up flying to St. Louis, and the Braves went down to Tampa. But they didn't leave the park until probably a little after 2 o'clock. Yeah. By the time you get all the luggage packed up, you're not in the air before 3:15. It's about a 2-hour flight to St. Louis from Atlanta, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say players and traveling parties, nobody got to bed. Nobody had their head on the pillow by 5 a.m.
Yeah,
It was after that. Just one of those nights. Every team has them occasionally. And those of us who travel, you just have to deal with it because there's invariably a game the next day.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the 2-1. Broken back ground ball toward third. I know there have been times I didn't get to the new hotel and get into bed and start resting until 7 a.m.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
After you played the night before.
Yeah.
These things happen. The 2-2. A little looper, shallow right center. It's going to be caught by Edman. And the Cubs do nothing against Blake Treinen in the 8th inning. We go to the bottom half. Dodgers 3, Cubs nothing. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago's North Shore is a mecca for world-class theater and performing arts. Celebrate North Shore live through April 20th, featuring a robust calendar of shows and special offers. Visit ChicagoNorthShore.com.
Auto insurance rates start as low as 99 cents a day and launch your policy within minutes. Freeway Insurance understands that everybody wants to save, and sometimes they need to do it fast. Freeway Insurance has the best prices, the best options, and can get you insured in minutes. The Freeway team can help you save time and money with an instant quote made to fit your budget. For great auto insurance at an affordable price, Freeway Insurance is the answer. Visit freeway.com or tap the link below. Freeway, driving savings. Some restrictions and fees may apply. Quoted price for liability premium only.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
If you have health insurance, you might be able to see a personal dietitian for $0 out of pocket. Nourish connects you with a dietitian that fits your needs, covered by your insurance. Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans, and 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Meet with your dietitian online and message them anytime through the Nourish app. With hundreds of 5-star reviews from real patients, you know you're in good hands. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Top of the 6th inning in Sacramento, the Mets leading the A's 6-1. Starling Marte with a 2-run double. Finals on the board, the Guardians crushed the Royals 7-0. Gabriel Arias with a 3-run home run. Former Cub Jamer Candelario goes deep, a 2-run shot. Reds beat the Pirates 5-3.
Tommy Edman will lead off the Dodger 8th inning, Zach, and take a strike. What else you got?
Rays double up the Braves 6-3. Christopher Morel hit his first home run of the season for the Rays.
Here's the 0-1. Outside.
The Giants, a 9-1 winner over the Yankees in a rain-shortened 6-inning game. The Nationals beat the Marlins 7-4. White Sox win an 11-1 drubbing of the Red Sox on the south side. The Astros crushed the Angels 14-3. Cam Smith, the prospect the Cubs traded in the Kyle Tucker deal, hit his first major league home run for Houston. Tigers edge the Twins 7-6. The Cardinals a 2-0 shutout victory over the Phillies.
Down low to Edman. So the Phillies shut out after that rough night in Atlanta. What else you got, Zach? Any others?
The Padres, an 8-0 win over the Rockies. It was the Mariners 5 and the Rangers 3.
The 2-2. Little pop fly foul off the hands, out of play.
The Brewers beat the Diamondbacks 7-0. Bryce Terang had a 2-run single in that game. And the Blue Jays and Orioles, Pat, rained out in Baltimore.
Thanks to Zach for his fine work. He'll be on the post-game show immediately following this ball game tonight. Here comes the 2-2 from Morgan, swinging a foul back. All reviews in this game, there have not been any, by the way, but if there was, they'd be sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Now the 2-2. Missing downstairs to Edman. Edman with a 3-run homer in the 6th inning. That's it. That's the only scoring in this game. Came against the starter Matthew Boyd. This ball is fouled away. Again, Ron, we've not seen Edman hit this many homers. And we've been watching him for years as a Cardinal, and now with the Dodgers, all of a sudden, the power button has been turned on.
No, catching that ball out in front a little bit.
Foul back. What physically, as far as technique, what might he be doing differently now that he was not doing with St. Louis?
Well, you could be putting himself, maybe a little something one of the Dodger hitting coaches talked to him about. Putting himself in a little better position to hit, and going ahead and cutting loose your swing.
Fouled again. Go ahead.
As and trying to move your contact point from deeper, where you saw him slashing the ball the other way a lot more, to moving your contact point maybe out in front a little bit more. And what that does is it helps you get the ball elevated to hit some balls out of the ballpark.
3-2 pitch, hit in the air, deep left field, but it's playable. Ian Happ is there, makes the catch shy of the warning track over toward left center. And that's going to be the first out in this 8th inning. Dodgers lead 3-0.
That ball was pretty well struck. That's, that one had the sound, and it ends up deep in the left field. But this heavy air here in Dodger Stadium, that ball, you got to really crunch one to get one out of here.
Cubs baseball brought to you by Xfinity. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity, because it's only live once. First pitch into it for a strike to Will Smith. Smith has struck out, popped out to second, and walked. Smith slightly open stance, not much of a crouch. Very strong right-handed batter. And the 1-1. Bouncer off the body of Morgan. He picks it up, throws to first, gets him, 2 down.
One little one-hopper back at Morgan. And when he's done throwing the baseball, he's actually, his backside is pointed towards home plate, and it hits him right in the backside. He just picks it up and throws it to first to get the out.
The 7th inning was sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. 2 gone, nobody on for Mike Conforto. Please stay tuned for Zach Zaidman's post-game show. He'll have all the other scores around big league ball immediately following the game. Glancing to the Cubs' 9th, they're only down by 3. But on a night when you only have 2 hits, Ron, it feels like you're behind by farther than you actually are.
Yeah, no, I would agree. But you got to get a base runner, and once you do, then you just need the second guy to get on, and anything can happen. As that's exactly what happened for the Dodgers. They had one swing of the bat with 2 men on, and that's the only scoring in the game is the home run by Edmonds.
Conforto, left-handed batter, waiting for the 2-1. Takes a pitch that's just outside. And the next offering, swing and a miss, foul, maybe, yep. Post-game show reminder, please stay tuned for the Verizon Cubs radio post-game show featuring Zach Zaidman. Three 0 Dodgers, a 3-run homer by Tommy Edman in the 6th inning is the difference. It's not only the difference, it's the story of the game. The 3-2. Pop fly, good pitch in on his hands. Swanson in shallow center, just behind short, will make the catch. And that ends the inning. Good job by Eli Morgan. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if the Cubs can rally as we go to the 9th inning. 3-0 Dodgers on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Chicago's North Shore is a mecca for world-class theater and performing arts. Celebrate North Shore live through April 20th, featuring a robust calendar of shows and special offers. Visit ChicagoNorthShore.com.
Auto insurance rates start as low as 99 cents a day and launch your policy within minutes. Freeway Insurance understands that everybody wants to save, and sometimes they need to do it fast. Freeway Insurance has the best prices, the best options, and can get you insured in minutes. The Freeway team can help you save time and money with an instant quote made to fit your budget. For great auto insurance at an affordable price, Freeway Insurance is the answer. Visit freeway.com or tap the link below. Freeway, driving savings. Some restrictions and fees may apply. Quoted price for liability premium only.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
If you've been struggling with your weight, Mochi Health is here to help. Mochi Health is a long-term weight loss solution personalized to fit your unique needs and goals. Meet one-on-one with board-certified obesity doctors and registered dietitians who are on a mission to listen. Eligible patients can access custom-formulated GLP-1 medications at an affordable set price and get them delivered to their home each month. Take our free quiz at joinmochi.com and use code AUDIO40 at checkout for $40 off your first month of membership.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs. They may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Tanner Scott, bearded left-hander, out to try to nail this one down. Cubs have other ideas as Miguel Amaya leads off and fouls it away.
4 additional chairs for the Dodgers, lead left fielder.
3 runs on 6 hits for L.A. No runs on just 2 hits for the Cubs. Amaya will check and take low and inside.
Chris Taylor is now in left field for the Dodgers, along with Tanner Scott now in the ball game. Well, you just need a couple base runners. See if Amaya can get on, and then one of the next couple bring the tying run to the plate.
Sharp breaking ball is down low, 1-2. 9th inning. Dodger Stadium. 9th inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Here's a bouncer foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Bosch Power Tools. Ron, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
There you go.
Still kind of thinking that one over. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. Down low and inside for a ball.
You'll have it by September.
I'm glad Bosch is with us as a sponsor on Cubs Radio. Wasn't there a TV show, Who's the Bosch? Here's the pitch on the way, fouled off to the right, out of play. Might have been Who's the Boss.
Who's the Boss?
Okay.
Yeah. Tony Danza, right?
Tony Danza was on that show?
Yeah, wasn't he the lead, right? I met him here, Dodger Stadium. Celebrity game.
How did he play?
He broke his nose.
Did he really? And you found this humorous? Here's that. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Miguel Amaya. And the next pitch, chopper foul. So he was in agony and you were in hysterics.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it a humorous play in which this mishap occurred?
Well, he was kind of coaching everybody else in the celebrity game, and then things didn't work out real well for
3-2 pitch. So he's just a little bit full of himself.
No, well.
3-2, not a lot. I mean, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Just so you notice. Here's a liner foul down the left field line and out of play. 3-2.
It's a very popular show in the 1980s.
Yeah,
you know, he played Tony Maselli, a former big league player.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. 3-2 on Amaya leading off this 9th inning. Cubs are down by 3. And the pitch. Bouncer to the left side, fielded by Betts. He will throw to first in time, and that's out number 1. Amaya with a pretty good battle against Tanner Scott. But he ends up bouncing out. The Cubs offense just has not been able to generate anything. They had 2 hits by back-to-back hitters in the 4th inning. Kyle Tucker with a double with 1 away, and then Seiya Suzuki followed with a single. Happ drives one to center. Back goes Pages, makes the catch, 2 down. And now the Cubs are down to their last chance. The toast of the game presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. The toast of the game tonight. Matthew Boyd did not pitch badly, even though he's going to be the losing pitcher. He pitched, put it this way, he pitches that way all year, he's going to win a lot of games.
Oh my, yeah. He had an outstanding job. 1 pitch, 3-run homer, and that's the only scoring in the game so far.
Tucker now representing the Cubs' final chance. 2 down, 9th inning. 3-0 LA, Ron.
Tucker just tried to take that goose egg off the board with 1 swing against Scott. He put a big swing on one and just fouled it straight back.
So Benny's Beverage Depot, if you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Fouled away by the left-handed batter, and now the Cubs are down to their last strike. You never know. 53,000 fans at Dodger Stadium tonight. And the 0-2. Curveball missing. Some have gone home. The majority have hung around. An hour earlier tomorrow night, game 2 in the series. Of course, we'll have it for you. Ben Brown against Roki Sasaki. Fly ball to right, caught by Hernandez. And this ball game is over. The Dodgers win game 1. 3-0 the final. We'll be back with the totals and summaries right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago's North Shore is a mecca for world-class theater and performing arts. Celebrate North Shore live through April 20th, featuring a robust calendar of shows and special offers. Visit ChicagoNorthShore.com.
Auto insurance rates start as low as 99 cents a day and launch your policy within minutes. Freeway Insurance understands that everybody wants to save, and sometimes they need to do it fast. Freeway Insurance has the best prices, the best options, and can get you insured in minutes. The Freeway team can help you save time and money with an instant quote made to fit your budget. For great auto insurance at an affordable price, Freeway Insurance is the answer. Visit freeway.com or tap the link below. Freeway, driving savings. Some restrictions and fees may apply. Quoted price for liability premium only.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Long gone are the days of waiting to be seen in a doctor's office only to have that awkward conversation with your healthcare provider. WISP gives you access to sexual and reproductive healthcare from the comfort of your home. Get treatment for BV, yeast infections, UTIs, and much more delivered directly to your home or